Hey guys, I'm P-Freak. Welcome back to Pokemon Fire Red. Last time, we explored 4 Island and stopped Team Rocket from stealing Pokemon over in the Icefall Cave with Lorelei. Then we went over to 6 Island, went to the Dotted Cave, tried to get the Sapphire, had the Sapphire stolen from us, then made it to 5 Island, where we went to the Rocket Warehouse, finally fully disbanded Team Rocket, and got the Sapphire to help finish Celio's little machine. In this part, we're going to do a few more things that you can do in the post-story. Most of it's just like little side questing stuff that you can do now. There aren't any major boss battles anymore, so a lot of it's just side stuff you can do. First off, we are here in Viridian City because we are actually going to head up to Route 2. Now that we have the Ruby and the Sapphire and the trading machine is fully working, a certain Pokemon started to roam around the region. Depending on what starter you get, either Entei, Raikou, or Suicune will now be roaming around the region. These are the legendary beasts of the Johto region. It all depends on what starter you get, and it's whichever one is super effective to the starter you chose. For Squirtle, it's Raikou, for Charmander, it's Suicune, and for Bulbasaur, it's Entei. So this strategy here, in order to actually catch them, comes from Bulbapedia. I want to give full credit to Bulbapedia for coming up, the people at Bulbapedia for coming up for this strategy. Basically what you need to do is go over here to Route 2, make sure you have a Pokemon between level 10 and level 50. I have my Pidgeotto here, who is my fly slave, and then put on a Super Repel, and then start walking around. Try to see if you can encounter the wild Pokemon. If the Pokemon does not appear after a while, because at this point they would appear if they were here, you would go up here to the gate, and then return back here, and then try again. You keep repeating this until you actually do encounter the Pokemon. So I'm going to keep doing this until I do encounter our Raikou. Just a little amendment. I don't know if I need to fully enter Viridian Forest. I probably do. But I would definitely fully enter Viridian Forest instead of just the gate. Just in case. Hey, there we go. That actually did not take very long. Raikou is our roaming legendary. A few little tips about this. 1. Be careful when you're encountering Raikou or Entei. They have the move Roar, and there is a glitch where if they use the move Roar, they will not be able to be encountered again and lost forever. So be wary about that. 2. Roaming Pokemon will leave immediately. So you want either a Pokemon with Arena Trap, like the Dugtrio family, or you want a fast Pokemon with Mean Look in order to keep them from fleeing. 3rd tip. Ignore that, make it completely simple on yourself, and use your Master Ball on this Pokemon. This will save you a huge, huge headache. Most people save their Master Ball for a much stronger Pokemon later on, but trust me, using your Master Ball on a roaming legendary is perfectly valid and saves you a big old headache. But there we go, we have Raikou, the legendary beast of the Johto region. And yes, they're called beasts, not dogs. Well, it's been hotly debated, but officially I think they're called legendary beasts. I know they're dog-like, but they're not dogs. Anyways. Alright, we made it over here to Cerulean City, and if you remember, we had this person here blocking the way to this little cave entrance. He's not here anymore, and if we go through... Welcome to Cerulean Cave. This was basically the only post-story section that was inside the original game. Cerulean Cave has lots and lots of tough Pokemon. It also has a lot of good items sitting around here, specifically hidden on the 2nd floor. So we're going to venture around here, see what good items we can find, and there might be a little special gift for us if we explore long enough. Starting off, we have a full restore. Hey, starting off strong, are we? And like I said, the Pokemon in here are very strong, and they're even stronger than my level 50 Pokemon. So maybe I should go get the Smoke Ball again, but it seems like Ret might be able to be fast enough to actually not have to worry about all that. Let's go. Oh, wait, there's an item down there. Maybe I should have brought Pokemon for Rock Smash. I probably will be missing a few items, but like I said, we're done with most of the main big boss battles. There's not any that I can really think of right now. I do want to once again give credit to the people at Bulbapedia, because I've been using their walkthrough for this last post part, because I don't know much about this game post the main story, so they've been really helpful, and I really appreciate all the work they do. I believe there are hidden items around here, so if you want to pull out your item finder to go search for them, definitely feel free to do so. Pretty sure there's a rare candy or two hidden around here. Again, lots of strong Pokemon that'll really help you for completing your Pokedex if you still want to do that. Or even if you just want to train. Trying to see how far we can go without having to Rock Smash or not run into any more wild Pokemon. There are wild Kadabras here. If you didn't want to level up an Abra and want to just get a Kadabra, here you go. Though there are better places for you to get a Kadabra. And hell, you can even just get a wild Abra, or get a Abra from the game corner. And Wobbuffet. We all know Wobbuffet. So oh yeah, that's right, it has Shadow Tag. Shadow Tag's another one of those moves where it prevents Pokemon from escaping, so give me a second. And it was when Wobbuffet attacked that I realized, yeah, I should probably give myself back the Smoke Ball. Hopefully that makes me be able to run away from Wobbuffet attacks, hopefully, who knows. Alright, what's over here? Alright, more Cerulean Cave stuff. Oh. Then I guess another Primeape? No, it's a Ditto! I did mention earlier that Dittos can be used in order to breed Pokemon that also can normally not breed, or if you cannot find another, like, opposite gender of certain Pokemon. Come on. Dittos otherwise are kind of useless. What their basic gimmick is that they transform into the opponent Pokemon by copying their stats, except for their HP and level. And they also copy all the moves, but all the moves only have 5 power points each. So again, it's gimmicky, and there have been challenge runs where people have just gone through with Dittos, so hey, there's your challenge Pokemon, but there are some other challenge Pokemon that I probably would recommend. Alright, let's see. Have some items over here. I'm never going to do any of those challenge runs, by the way. I have enough shit going on right now that I don't really have time. Like, maybe if I had, like, more more people wanted to see it or something, sure, I'd give it a shot, but I would not do a challenge run if I had of my own free will. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's see, and down here. God, I am so sick and tired of these Pokemon. Oh, hey, Parasect. At this point, I'm probably going to cut out all the wild encounters I encounter. Got an Ultra Ball. Not bad, not bad. Alright, moving on forward. Let's see. Looks like there's some more water we can surf on. Alright, yep. Should probably put the rappel back on. Wait, I'm all the way down here, whoops. Alright, putting the rappel back on. We surf over here. Well, didn't think we'd make it this early. You're gonna want to save before this, trust me. This is Mewtwo, otherwise known as the strongest Pokemon basically in existence. This guy has always been highly used in competitive play, and he's very popular. Very, very popular. I personally think, he's not Charizard levels overrated, but he is a decent Pokemon. He was mentioned earlier when we were in the Pokemon Mansion when we was talking about the other Pokemon Mew. This is where most people use their Master Ball, especially in the original generation because you didn't have roaming Pokemon in the original generation. But as you know, we used our Master Ball on a Raikou. So that means we have to capture this thing the legitimate way. And that's why I have Red out, so we can get Thunder Wave down. Look how much damage this whip does. Yeah, this thing's no joke. This thing was like the Pokemon to have if you were going to fight your friends in Pokemon battles. Because Psychic was horribly overpowered back in the original generation, and this thing's a Psychic type. And it uses that Psychic typing very well. So as you can see, this is going to be a bit difficult for us to deal with. Yes, we are going to use our next Pokemon. Why do I still have Pidgeotto with us? Let's try Pupper. Pupper has Bite and has a higher special attack than our Crash right now, so hopefully. Plus, and it has Recover. Oh boy. We're gonna be here for the long run, aren't we? I thought we were gonna actually finish everything in this part, but I might have to actually separate this part in the next part. Because there was more stuff I wanted to do. I just wanted to, you know, catch a few Pokemon here or there. I'm just gonna see what... Yeah, I figured that would happen. You never know. There's always a chance that the Pokemon will just stay there. But yeah, Recover also makes it really difficult for you to actually fight this thing. Let's see how much the Double Edge does. Ah, that was a crit though. Damn. How much PP does Recover have? I think it has 10. That's gonna suck if we have to stay here until it fully uses all 10 of its recovers. At least it can't get burned. And Safeguard, I think that protects it from status conditions, if I remember correctly. Because I'm pretty sure that's the move that Lance used on us a whole bunch. Recover restores 50% of the Pokemon's max HP. Unfortunately, the ability to remove healing was not invented until the next generation. And even if it was, I doubt we would have a Pokemon here that would know the move that blocks the healing. It's gonna recover again? Yep. What was that, like 3, 4? I'm pretty sure it's 4. I guess we're just gonna be stalling it out here. Now, I don't want to put Leech Seed on because that could spell disaster for us. 5. Yeah, I just looked it up real quick and it is 10 power points. Oh, never mind, it's 20 power points. In Generation 3, it's 20 power points, not 10. Nice. That's awesome. I am so glad they nerfed it in Generation 4. Alright then. Well, I might as well just throw out my own Psychics. And that was a crit, damn. Oh, but we did get the special drop, that's good. And it's paralyzed, okay. Toss in one more Psychic and try to start chucking Pokeballs. Okay. Better time now than ever. Well, this is so far being the most difficult challenge for me to deal with. I have had to actually restart while trying to catch this thing. I am not having a fun time so far. Well, it's a good thing, I guess, because I was also running out of Pokeball stock, so... I do recommend you get a bunch of Ultra Balls, or maybe even some other items. Actually, now that we've actually saved the, now that we've gotten the Ruby and the Sapphire, there actually is some more Pokeballs that we can get. The shop in 2 Island will now have, I forget, 2 different Pokeballs, I think. I know for a fact one of them is a Pokeball called the Timer Ball, where it increases in capture rate the longer the battle goes on. So that could be really useful against Mewtwo here, considering how long these battles have been going on. So if I do not catch it this time around, I'm probably going to run back over to 2 Island, buy a bunch of Timer Balls, and then try to catch it. Only one way to find out. Okay, wow, that went a lot easier than the last time. A Pokemon whose genetic code was repeatedly recombined for research. It turned vicious as a result. We finally got the legendary Mewtwo. Not bad, not bad. Now, there were going to be several other Pokemon that we were going to go try to find. Emphasis on were going to be. But, try as I might, I could not get a way to access them. Full disclosure, these Pokemon that I'm talking about would have came from events, and so I would have had to use a cheating device, like a GameShark code, to actually access them. Unfortunately, none of the codes I tried actually managed to make the event work. I kept testing it for a while, and none of it worked. The events that we can get are the Mystic Ticket, which would allow us to go to an island in the Sevii Isles to get both Lugia and Ho-Oh, the legendary box art Pokemon. And also, if you use an item finder on where Ho-Oh was standing, you can get an item known as the Sacred Ash. In addition to that, there was also the Aurora ticket. You would be able to go to another island called Birth Island, where there you would be able to catch the mythical Pokemon Deoxys. Deoxys has different forms depending on what game you capture him in. In Fire Red, you get the attack form, and in either Emerald or Leaf Green, you would get either the defensive form or the speed form, depending on which game you get. I forget which ones are specifically. I think it's defense form for Leaf Green and speed form for Emerald. I'll put a little caption if I'm wrong. But those were the two Pokemon we were also going to try to get. I even made little overlays for them. I'll show them to you right now. But unfortunately, I could not get the codes to work for the life of me. So we won't be able to see those mythical events. But instead, why don't we head on over back to the Vermilion City, and we head back over to the Sevii Isles. Because there's actually a few things that we could still do here in the postgame. First off, we're stopping by 2 Island. I mentioned that the guy has new stock. Let's see what else he has. And he looks like he's very popular now. The starting trainer knows to buy rare items here. Oh, hello, Jordan. Welcome. Start bringing in items from distant lands. We've got some rare items in too. Please have a look. He now has the Repeat Ball, a somewhat different Pokeball that works especially well on Pokemon Copper 4. And the Timer Ball. These are actually both really nice. The Repeat Ball is really good for if you're trying to if you're trying to make a living dex, where you capture multiple Pokemon from the same family and then evolve the ones that need to evolve. And Timer Ball, I love the Timer Ball. Honestly, it's really great. I used to think that every time you use the Timer Ball, it would actually reset its counter instead of just continue counting forward. So, and we also get the Lava Cookie. This is a way cheaper full heal. It heals all the status problems of one Pokemon. I definitely am going to grab these. Now, we're probably not going to use them, but hey, they're cheap full heals, so I'm going to take them. Also, I want a cookie now. Damn. Next up, we're here on 5 Island because there's actually several more things for us to do besides just the Rocket Warehouse. Let's see, is it you? Don't worry about buying anything for dinner tonight. That's what my husband said when he went off fishing today. I'm not sure if I can count on him to live up to the promise. I'm guessing that's your husband outside. Confirmed, they do eat Pokemon. I mean, of course they have to, honestly. Oh, this stinks. I wanted to play in the meadow. Oh yeah, I already talked to you again. Let's see, is it in here? That meadow is belong. Oh, no, it's just you. Okay, there's someone we actually need to talk to. He gives us a very nice item. Okay, so I'm dumb. It's actually nowhere actually on the island. It's in one of the areas that we need to actually go throughout the island. So we're gonna hop on our Blastoise and we're gonna go do some surfing. Let's pull up a Super Repel. So there's stuff that we can do both in the north and the south. We have the Water Labyrinth here, which is a huge labyrinth of rocks that we need to navigate through. I think this is... here we go. It's not that complicated, honestly, especially if you have a visual map with you. But even then, see, I didn't have a visual map with me and I made it through just fine. If we talk to this guy... You travel all over the place, don't you? You're not driving your Pokemon too harshly, are you? Let me take a look. Oh, impressive. You treat your Pokemon right. I think you could be entrusted with this. Please, I'll let you have it. Unfortunately, you don't have the space for this in your party. You'd better come back for it another time. This guy will give you a Pokemon egg. This egg will hatch into the iconic egg Pokemon Togepi. I do not care for it right now, so we're just going to ignore it. And this is a trainer that I did not realize I had to battle. Awesome. That trainer actually had an interesting little significance. She has Pokemon that, if you breed them, with some of them holding certain items, they will produce baby Pokemon. Baby Pokemon were basically pre-evolutions that were given to Kanto Pokemon back in the Generation 2 games that you can only get through breeding. So she had a Pikachu, a Marill, and a Clefairy, which means that you can get Pichu, Zurill, and Cleffa. So if you ever want to fill up your Pokedex more that way, there you go. Anyways, if we go up here, I think you're another trainer. It's probably just scattered with trainers. Actually, before you go forward, I do want to say, I actually think these guys are... Okay, I'm getting off topic. First, I want to say, have a Pokemon with the move Thief. There are some Pokemon that can learn it through level up, but most of the time you're just going to have to use your TM for Thief on one Pokemon. You only get one in the game, so choose a very good Pokemon. Second off, where we're headed off to, you're going to be wanting that Thief Pokemon. Here is Luxury Resort or something like that. What's it called? Resort Gorgeous. Where basically, I think these guys have a bunch of money or something like that. Selfie's house. So if you want to grind for money, this is a pretty decent spot to do so. Probably should have used this earlier when I was trying to get that Shadow Ball. But if we move past the resort and we head down through here, we find this cave. The Lost Cave. If we head into the Lost Cave... Oh. I thought you were just an NPC we were going to talk to. I did not realize you were actually a trainer. God damn it. I'm tired of these freaking trainers. Alright, this guy says maybe the numbers of boulders is a hint. And according to the Bulbapedia walkthrough, they're supposed to indicate like the numbers on a clock. So for example, this says 3, so I think we need to go through where the 3 hand is. But if we go in the opposite direction, there should be something nice. So let's see, here, this is 3 again. 3 again. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, I guess I'm wrong. Anyways, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And hello. You're another trainer. Okay, I thought you were actually someone else. Okay, well, she was a waste of time. I think that's 6 boulders, so we're going through 6 again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. I'll put on a repel in a second. I think that's going to be 12 right there, just by judging by the amount. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Ah, here you are. What do you intend to do with me? So, before you begin this fight, you're gonna want to make sure you have that Pokemon that with Thief on you, and 2, you're gonna want to give your Pokemon one of the amulet coins. I did neither. But why do you want to have a Pokemon with Thief on you? Oh, so it's level 40, at least level 49 or so. She has 2 Pokemon, and both these Pokemon are holding Nuggets. Nuggets can be sold for 5,000 Pokédollars, but you can only capture one of them if you only have one Pokemon with Thief. If you have another Pokemon that can learn Thief through level up, you can get both of them. But we have neither, so we're just gonna, you know... Bye. Bye, kitty. The rat's gonna destroy you. How fitting. This is actually really fitting. Raichu versus Persian. In case you didn't know, Meowth and Pikachu were meant to be complete opposites. You know, cat and mouse, and then Pikachu's Pokedex number is 25, while Meowth's is 52. So in a sense, Raichu and Persian is kind of the same thing. Except I'm pretty sure Raichu would normally lose this because Persian's a cat and Raichu's a fat-ass mouse. So. I also said the amulet coin because, as a lady, she gives out a lot of prize money. She's very rich, so... Using the amulet coin, you can get double the prize money. Alright, another Thunderbolt. Okay. And another Taunt. Taunt again just makes it so I can't use moves like Thunder Wave, for example, so let's just use a Shockwave. I guess she only had 1 full restore, not 2. There we go. No problem. Oh, I was afraid that you meant to harm me. No, you're the one who attacked us, bitch. I'm so glad that you happened here. I grew rather bored of walking, and I'm feeling fatigued. May I ask you to take me home from here? Yeah, sure. This escape rope's big enough for the 2 of us. Thank you. You may go now. Really? No thank you or anything? Oh, do I know you from somewhere? Oh, but that doesn't matter. I'm exquisitely bored. Please, hear my wish. I wish to see a Pokemon, a darling Abra. I want to see one right away. Please make my wish come true. She asks you to show her Pokemon. If you show her Pokemon, you get certain items that you can sell, and you can also sometimes get luxury balls, which basically increase the Pokemon's friendship immediately as you catch them. She's a rich snob, so that's all we basically gotta do here, and I think that's gonna be a good place for us to stop. We do have some more stuff that we're gonna be doing both here and in the other islands. In fact, we haven't even visited the 7th island of this area, but we'll take care of that next time. So, if you like what I do, subscribe to my channel, consider supporting me on Patreon, follow me on all my social media links, all that will be in the description. Next time, it's back to exploring and hopefully finishing this game. I'll see you all then.